Hey y'all, it's Brittany from Black Girl MATHgic here, and when you see this setup, you already know what time it is. Black Girl MATHgic unboxing time. This month's theme, our February theme, is Love Your Hair, and it could not have come at a better time. I actually could not have timed this more perfectly. With Hair Love winning an Oscar just last week or the week before that, with the Crown Act recently passing, it is a great time to celebrate black hair. In fact, I noticed that I have had a different hairstyle every unboxing video I've done, and this is a wash and go, which require much more than washing and going, but I like it. It's something new, it's something fun and different, and that's the beauty of hair, especially black hair is versatile. There's so much we can do with it, and there's so much math involved in hair braiding, hair styling, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's dig right in, shall we? Here's the box. Isn't she a beaut? Why, yes, she is. And if you watch my unboxing videos regularly, which I hope you do, you know I'm starting off with the postcards. They are on top of the box for a reason. They are the first thing you see when you open the box for a reason because they tie everything in the box together. So here's your What's Inside guide, which talks about the theme and how each item in the box relates to the theme. And then here's your Caring Adult guide for whoever is working with the young, beautiful lady on getting the most out of her box. Some tips for doing that, as well as some suggestions, because we understand that a lot of people are strapped for time, so we don't want this to be another thing you have to do or something you feel like is a burden. We want it to be something that you can just integrate into your life seamlessly, whether that's doing one activity out of the math booklet a month or one a week. We really want you to do what works for you, so we give some tips on the Caring Adult Guide for that. And now we're going to get into all the goodies. So let's start. I'm going to do something a little different this month. I don't always start with the Woman Mathematician feature, but this month I would like to, because she really does tie everything else together. Even though the woman always does drive the theme, I have to talk about her work first, because then everything else will make so much more sense. So the lovely Dr. Gloria Gilmer, she is our featured mathematician for this month. Dr. Gilmer is amazing. In the 80s, Dr. Gilmer, who has 2 math degrees and a PhD in curriculum instruction. In the 80s, Dr. Gilmer was going up in hair salons, y'all, in black hair salons, and studying the mathematics of hair braiding. When she looked at braids and when she looked at different hairstyles, she saw art, she saw math, she saw geometry, she saw tessellations, which is a term we talk about in the box. She saw all kinds of really cool things and saw a way to connect that to children to help them better understand and connect to math. She is also a really good person to feature for Black History Month. On top of everything else, happy Black History Month. She was the first Black person to teach high school math in the Milwaukee public school system, first Black woman to receive a PhD from the School of Education at Marquette University, and she's also a pioneer of ethnomathematics, which is defined as math of the people. So math that represents different cultures and how those cultures use math. And in our culture, that's, through hair braiding. So Dr. Gilmer, I got to interview her and her daughter Jill. It was so much fun. They're both really amazing. And this is our interview, so make sure you check it out. She is awesome. And now that we've set the tone, everything else is going to make that much more sense. So I'll start with this beautiful art piece. Gorgeous, right? Look at those colors. Of course, it's purple, which wasn't done on purpose, but it's perfect. This is called Tessellations Art by Doc Rocket Art, and a woman artist in New York City. And she created this art to pay homage to Dr. Gilmer. Actually, they don't know each other. They've never met. Although when I spoke to Dr. Gilmer and her daughter Jill, I did send them the link to this. They weren't even familiar with this piece of art. But, that's the beauty of the Black Girl MATHgic box, is making connections and tying things together. And so Dr. Gilmer's art, so this is Doc Rocket's art is one of a set of 4 artworks that pay tribute to groundbreaking contributions made by African American women in science. So Doc Rocket made this lovely art, and then these are the tessellations. So tessellations are pattern is a pattern on a flat surface that doesn't overlap, which we see a lot of in hair braiding, right? So when you see triangle parts or box braids and those patterns, those are actually tessellations, which is a mathematical term. So Doc Rocket made this beautiful art print in honor of Dr. Gilmer, and we had to include it. We just had to. So that's the first item. Second item is this book. You know, I love to include a book because, again, the more children read, the better they are at math. I know it may sound weird, but it's true. So this month, we included a book called Bad Hair Day, excuse me, by Adrienne Vincent Sutton. And it's about a little girl named Gabby who, wasn't in love with her hair as it came out of her head, wanted to get a perm and, went to the salon and got a relaxer, and then all kinds of stuff started happening. And the book is about, can she figure out how to overcome this challenge? So obviously this was really important for me to include because black hair in America can be controversial. It can be, you know, people can make comments and say things, whether they mean harm or not, or realize that they're causing harm or not. And this is something that a lot of us, I'm sure, can relate to, wanting our hair to be straight or wanting it to look differently. So there's a lot to unpack here, and I thought this would be a great book for our girls to read, just to have to know that they're not alone if they feel this way, and if they don't feel this way, to have a little more compassion for people who might. And Adrienne was kind enough to include her very own bookmark. So this is kind of like a special extra prize for our subscribers. So they also get a bookmark with the book. And then our last item is this Naturalicious Heavenly Hydration Grapeseed Hair Mist. So let me tell y'all about the creator of this business and this product. So she's also a Detroiter. Hey girl, hey. And her name is Gwen. And Gwen is in her 30s. So that's going to matter in a second. Gwen is in her 30s, and she is the first Black woman to hold a patent for a natural hair care product. I'm going to say that again. Gwen is in her 30s, and she is the first Black woman to hold a patent for a natural hair care product. She has a brand called Naturalicious, and I just thought this would be really fun to include in our Love Your Hair box. This is just, something the girls can take, or you spray a little bit. Let me see if it'll come out. I might have to take something off on the inside. Spray a little bit, get a little hydration going. Really fun product, really cute product. And she has other products as well, so make sure you check her out. And now we're going to hop into the math activity booklets. So guys, 3rd to 5th grade booklet, 6th to 8th grade booklet. And you will notice these are Laker colors because Kobe meant a lot to me when I was growing up. I mean, still does, but I had his poster on my wall when I was in high school. He was like one of my first crushes, and just really loved his pursuit of greatness and excellence. And so I wanted to honor him. So I made the booklets Laker colors this month. And also because, our girls have what it takes to be great, and it's kind of a subtle reminder of that. So let's just talk about a few of the activities this month. Oh yes, definitely this one. So again, we're talking about Black hairstyles, Black hair braiding. There's this lovely woman on Instagram named Brianna. She is in Florida. She's a master braider. Her Instagram name is the.braidlife. Literally, she is what Dr. Gilmer was studying in action. patterns, tessellations, braids, knowing what width, to put each braid so that they're not too spaced out, knowing how to make parts directly down the middle to make a style perfectly symmetrical. That is all math. And so I invited the girls this month to look at Brianna's hairstyles and just observe and write down, what math do you see in these hairstyles? It's up to you what you see. I see symmetry. I see fraction, splitting things in half, symmetry. I see designs and patterns and geometry. So there's so much math in our hair and we don't even realize it. So we're really breaking that down this month. What else do we have in here? Oh, let's look at this one. So, moisturize those tresses. So this is a hair oil recipe that uses fractions, and I asked the girls to double it. So they're getting practice multiplying fractions and multiplying whole numbers. And then because this recipe is in tablespoons and teaspoons, we just did a little activity here to recognize the relationship between tablespoons and teaspoons. So they're going to circle how many teaspoons are in 1 tablespoon. So that's something fun. Oh, and then this one, they have their own salon MATHgic. And they're looking at profit. They're looking at the patterns between the numbers. And anytime I include a book, I always include a reflection page for the book. So that's in there as well. And I can't remember if I've ever talked about this before, but at the end of each booklet, I always write a confidence, empowerment message. So here's that message, and that is a sneak peek of what is inside of our math activity booklets this month. Really fun stuff. Again, really always relevant, always real world math. So look, get on it if you haven't already, okay? Last 2 items. You already know what they are. Again, if you watch our videos. Our custom stickers to go with the theme. So Phil always does a lovely portrait of the woman mathematician. So that's Dr. Gilmer. We got I love my hair. We got our girl with some braids. We have a little heart kind of paying homage to Valentine's Day that says my hair is beautiful. Tessellations print. And then the word math spelled out with different hair tools forming the letters. Really fun stickers. And then we also have arguably one of the most important things in the box, our math affirmation. So this month it says, having math confidence never goes out of style. So I was trying to think about something related to hair. And I was like, oh, we wear hairstyles and math confidence never goes out of style. And then as always on the back, you get your checklist to make sure you're extracting all the wonderful value out of this box. You guys, relevant, real world, fun, colorful, exciting mathematics. Every single month, every single month. Next month's theme is game night / March MATHness. Not March Madness. I can't take credit for that though. That's already a term, but I love it. And we're going to be digging into the math around games. So please do subscribe. You have until the 20th to reserve your March box. And we're going to see you next month to unpack that. And in the meantime, make sure you are following us on social media, checking out our website, and just staying connected, letting us know what's going on. Thanks so much again for tuning in, guys, and we will see you next month.